Hey guys, Tyron back here again with another new deck. This time, Esper Soulflayer. It's a little bit of a rehash on an old style deck, but with some new Midnight Hunt cards. They make going into a different color combination even better. If you want to hear more on the deck list, you can either pause here and you can all the cards, or if you want a quick in-depth version, I'm planning on making a short about this tonight and then posting it up. Hope you guys enjoy it and tell me what you think of the short content and getting the deck list. Now, it's chopping to match 1. Hey everyone, jumping right back into Esper Soulflayer. Can't keep this hand as it has no blue mana and only has 1 hand even on the draw. Okay, Morgan. This hand's probably fine with Faithful Mending and Riverwinder. Keep, put back a hand, put the non-back hand down. Okay. Got it. Points on Izzy end. That's a pretty good draw. We'll just shock this in, pass, and we'll cycle on there instead. Because this will give us Hexproof, Double Strike, Indestructible, Flying, and Death Touch, and Haste. If we draw a Soulflayer now. Go ahead and pass to Instep. Opponent's probably confused. Okay. No reason to do anything on our turn. Mending's an instant speed spell for some reason. Is it Charm? Okay, cool. We're probably playing against, is it Phoenix? Opponent's about to meet the real thing of, look what I can do. Anything you can do, I can do better. Get Crackling Drake next. Got it. Yeah, it looks like we're playing against Phoenix. What are we up to? Expressive Iteration. Got it. And this is all keywords except for... No, I think this is all keywords. It's most keywords, if not all. Consider. That's an interesting time to do that. I'm not going to counter your consider. Cool, so we can go... Zetalpa and Vengeful. Cool, and we drew a Soulflayer, so we can go Soulflayer and just pay the extra mana here while they're all tapped out. And the reason why we're paying the extra mana here is so we don't have to exile our Faithful Mending that can be used for the other Soulflayers. Go ahead, attack for 8. If opponent doesn't concede. That Zetalpa was a very good draw. I will just put that here. And this is a turn 3 down to 12. Okay. Pass the turn. And next turn we can just start Faithful Mending these hands away in this Oketra. I doubt opponent has the tools to beat this. Yeah, this is everything. Got it. And this is going to kill him in 3 turns. I wonder what they're looking for. This is every keyword, right? Yeah, every keyword they can get, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Well, besides reach, but you know, we don't care about reach. And let me just say how much it upsets me that this card can't get Menace. I wish it could. I was playing Kronos in the first version of the deck, if you saw any of that in the Pioneer Discord or whatever. Though I think I'm happy with this just as it is at the moment. It's iffy. Okay, they're casting Treasure Cruise. They got discard the hand size more than accurate. They can't even cast Lightning Axes because it has no equal target. I tell you, this card being instant speed and fastback is nuts. When we first started playing this deck, we tried to play it as a control deck, where like Sinister Sabotage and stuff like that, because that way most of the deck is instant speed, and that's stuck a little bit with the Teferi and the sideboard. But we've dropped that. But still, like playing around control decks with your enablers being instant speed is very good. Yeah, and they're discarding the hand size here. I don't think there's an Azorius. Yeah, nothing. You can't deal with this opponent. Please just concede. It's okay. We'll play this out. I'll mortar our opponent. Oh, wait. We don't have the I think. Sorry, guys. I knew I failed you guys somehow. We'll just play a tap and ending on their turn. There's no reason to do anything else. Okay. Sure. Opt. Opponent may be a little bit salty about using the Soulflayer, but I tell you, this deck actually feels pretty real. And I've been testing it over the last 3 days. If you paid attention to any of the Discords or anything like that, I'm pretty active in most of them. And this deck kind of feels real. I'm not sure if it's going to be competing at the top tables, but I would not be surprised if this ends up at like tier 2 status with a bunch of other decks. Just because with the addition of Gaze and Faithful Mending, this deck gets so much more draw power, so you're able to keep the hands where you can't keep in the green-black version, I want to say. Because you don't have to mortgage the Soulflayer. Okay, cool. Our opponent has conceded. Has found out they could not draw whatever they were looking for. Okay, versus our opponent. Their Graveyard Hate. What would Graveyard Hate for them be? It would probably be, what is it called? Soul Guardian. So if that's the case, we're going to bring in our Mystical Dispute, 2 Go Banks, and then this is where cards like Teferi come in, where you just pray and you just, what's the way to put this? You pray and they probably can't answer it most of the time if they're trying to answer your main game plan. So with this being the case, we'll bring out the effects that don't really mean much here. Such as Indestructible doesn't mean much because in this case, because we're not going to be grinding them out. And then after that, we're going to cut 1 Soulflayer because we know they're bringing in Graveyard Hate. And then 1 Strategic Planning and 2 Underworld Gaze. Reason for this is because we know they're going to be, like we said before, they're going to be bringing in Graveyard Hate. And so we want to keep as many good cards in our deck while not limiting the amount of hits we can have. It's very unlikely that we're going to have the same situation of we turn 3 this, we win the game every game. But now we can play as similar to like a control deck. Actually, you know what? We're gonna cut 1 Consider, 1 Gaze, and just trim it all around. That's probably the correct play here. And because Gaze sees more cards, but considers a better spell, but can't see as many cards as Gaze can on its either first or second cast. So we'll definitely see. And once again, the more instant speed stuff you have with Teferi, the better. Okay, an opponent has finished sideboarding. Let's get back into this. Okay. This hand seems a little bit slow, but overall it seems fine. We're going to Glacial Fortress on 1, try to consider, and find our third hand. Hopefully untapped. There's nothing too crazy we're going to do here. And we can hold that up now with Mystical Dispute. On their turn 3. Prismatic Command, I guess, is something they could play. Or Iteration. Cool, Spike Dragon. They may just be trying to race us, to be honest with you. Which is a completely fair plan. Okay, we're going to go ahead and play our back source here. That way, if we draw a Hallowed Fountain next turn, we can cast our Go Bank. And then we're just going to pass here. And see what they do. We want to consider to try to hit a... What's it called? Hit a untapped hand, but we'll see. Most of our hands are untapped. Go ahead and get this. We'll take this hit for 2. This iteration is important. Okay, we get attacked for 2. This Bright Dragon may just go all the way, but hopefully it won't. And we did not draw the untap source. So what we're going to do here is Faithful Mending, main phase, to try to hit a type hand. That way we can have the others enter untapped. We did not. We just hit another one of those. So we're just going to toss back the useless cards here. Cool. Play the back source. That way if we hit a Soulflayer, we can play our Soulflayer out. Sadly, we just drew all of the check hands in a row, but that's how it is. Sadly, Esper doesn't have the best mana with not having the Eye Coyote hands or anything like that. I would love to have the fast hands in this deck, considering our core stops at 3 and 4. And to be honest, stops at pretty much 2, to be honest with you. Okay, cool. We're just gonna F6 here. Have our opponent do whatever they want. Yeah, so this Bright Dragon's probably going all the way, which is annoying, but it depends if we can draw a Soulflayer off the top. If we can, then we're very good. We're doing very good. Obviously. Here's the Soulflayer at the moment is getting Hexproof, Flying, Death Touch, Indestructible. Yeah, it's getting everything except for Haste and Trample, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's getting Trample. Everything except for Haste and I think. Cool, so we didn't draw that. So what we're going to do here is do what... this... So let's use the non-backhand to consider a main phase here. So we can try to hit a Soulflayer. We hit one. This is why we play towards our outs. No haste, sadly enough. But now next turn we can play our hasty guy and try to put stuff up. And to be honest, this may just stonewall them. Once again, it is hexproof and indestructible, which means it's pretty much unable to be dealt with. We do have Vigilance on this, right? Zetalpa has Vigilance, yeah. Okay, draw the course. I'm trying to think of something they have. They may play Scepter Space, but that seems Zeus. But who knows? I've seen worse. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this game is over. But maybe I'm missing a card. But this is what I'm saying. This, like, even when we stumbled and we played every Tapia in our deck, this deck showed its power. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this deck could either be tier 2, or in some matters, I could definitely see where if there's not a graveyard deck, this deck coming out of the bushes and just taking over a tournament. And to be honest with you, against Graveyard Hate, you just play Teferi, and like, Teferi wins games even if you're not playing control. Hey guys, thank you for watching to the end of the match. Nothing much changed, you know, besides our opponent learning how Death Touch and Trample interact. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you want to see more Pioneer content in the future. Thanks guys. See you next time.